Kevin!
Hello, William.
We, of course, say hello. We say moi. It is Finland calling. Swami. I don't know how to say it, but I know that I love it. And I love saying Kiitos upeasta shosta. I'm always saying that. Thank you for the amazing show. Long story short, Finland has given us monsters who rock and given us a woman who rocks singing monsters. Should we talk about 10 reasons why we love Finland at Eurovision? Let's do this!
It is very difficult sometimes to love a country that has placed dead last 8 times, never been in the top 5, and since victory has only been in the top 10 once.
But you know what? They've been through the bad times, and they will return to the good times. I have no doubt. They staged an amazing Eurovision, I thought, in Helsinki. It looked fantastic.
I take issue with that. I was there in the audience, and the presenters backed the audience the whole time.
You know what? I don't care about the audience. I care about the TV, because I was watching at home, and it looked real good. In any case, we, of course, are fans of Uuden Musiikin, Kilpailu, and much more, but let's kick this off with reason number 1. They sent the only Eurovision winners in prosthetic rubber masks. We, of course, are talking about who?
Lordi.
Hard rock hallelujah, wings spurting out, great riff. This could have been a joke entry, but actually it's very musical.
Oh yeah.
No.
Do you remember when we met them in Stockholm in full prosthetic?
Yeah, there's a photo of me looking up, and he's like, Mr. Lordi's like 22 feet tall. It's so dark, so weird, and so Finnish, and yet somehow accessible. Do you know what I mean? Because you have jokes, and then you have jokes that can be taken seriously, and this manages to straddle that line perfectly.
And actually, when it comes to rock music, nobody does it better than Finland.
That takes us to point number 2. Nobody does Eurovision rock music better than Finland. Give me another example.
That song,
2008.
Mr. Rastata.
Mr.
Yeah.
Tara Betoni.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say the name. I just know I love the hair.
When you're feeling the rock music in your heart.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it is aggressive. He actually looks like Thomas Gison in passing, doesn't he?
He does, actually. Like a younger version of Thomas Gison.
It's like this aggression, but like I'm not scared.
Oh, wow.
It's like empowering. All right, we move on. Number 3. These people care about the planet.
Paradise Oscar.
2011, that beautiful earth rising in the background. His real name is Axel. I remember because one of my friends at that Eurovision had a crush on him and she was chasing him down the subway. Hey girl,
you're kidding.
I ain't got no name, but you know who you are. No, but he's really sweet. He's quite fun. He sang at Euro Club. That song was quite sweet. Very Johnny Appleseed.
It didn't do well though, babe.
No, but it made the final. It did.
I think he opened the final.
And I remember that beautiful blue earth rising in the background. It was just sweet. And again, this shows the diversity of Finnish music. Because you go from having Rock On and Hard Rock Hallelujah to having Johnny Appleseed, Apple Cheeked, Sweet Blonde Boy planting some apples. All right.
Now the 4th point is an interesting one because we actually had a fight, an on-camera fight over this. Do you not remember when you would pulling out your top 10 choices for Eurovision that year and you picked Finland? I was like, no, William, you've got to be kidding me.
You are talking about the 2015 entry, Pertti Kurkanimi Paivat.
Yeah.
They, of course, are a band with developmental disabilities. I think all of them have Down syndrome, is that correct?
Yeah.
This is a very powerful message saying that music is for everyone and can be performed by everyone, and there should be a space for people to do that. I remember that year, was this Satin Circus was the favorite?
Yes.
And Siru was that year. There were all these really hyped acts, and then PKN ended up winning. It was hugely controversial, but I thought that was it was fantastic.
It was a landslide victory in Finland, wasn't it?
It was, and they didn't make the final at Eurovision, but they showcased another side of diversity. Diversity is not just black and white, is it? It's gender, it's many things, and it's able-bodied, disabled, it's all sorts of, challenges and how people overcome those challenges. And I just found this, musically, look, for me it wasn't there, it was shouting. There wasn't much of a stage show.
If I remember correctly, William, you were the one who was so this has to finish top 10 in the final.
I was championing diversity and I would have respected them doing well. I never said it was the most musical song. Which takes us to number 5, actually.
Shortest song in Eurovision history. Do you realise
From
that,
PKN.
Yeah, from PKN, which finished at 1 minute and 27 seconds. You know, like
90 seconds.
Even if they'd done that on a loop, they would have still been short of the 3-minute mark.
But again, Finland surprises you, and that's why this is so interesting. They don't care about the rules. They do it their way on their terms. And you know what, also, I have no doubt that would have encouraged many people who didn't think they could access music to access music and pursue music.
You call it music.
There were some notes and there were some words. Okay? We're gonna move on. Number 6, continuing this theme of diversity.
Blackbird, don't sing to me. Norma John. Actually, Finland do slow things down too, right?
Slowing things down, that is the point. They were serving some emu goth realness at a slow tempo. Blackbird, blackbird, don't sing to me.
What was that, 12th in this semi?
Oh, it was painful. This was a huge fan favorite. It's so funny. In our first reaction video, we hated it, or I hated it. I think you thought it was okay. Then the live version.
Oh, we wanted Emma's Circle of Light.
Yeah, the studio cut was amazing. Then at UMK itself, and I was on the jury, I ended up ranking it first because the live performance gave it texture, emotion, meaning, feeling. Because you can't, judging a studio cut is not the same as judging a live version. It's not the same as judging the live version at Eurovision with this stage. You know what I mean? It's always different, and they nailed it at UMK. It was so powerful. I thought they nailed it at Eurovision, frankly.
Oh, do you know, actually one of my favorite remarks from you that year was when you said, now y'all, some Eurovision songs should not be performed in a gay bar.
That's the thing. They did the promo tour, and well done them, good on them for getting out there. But certain songs don't work in certain contexts. Because, you know, you go from like, yes, Queen, to Blackbird, Blackbird. It's a jarring kind of a transition. Why didn't they make the final? I think that they were in the first half of the first semi-final with a series of other ballads, including the ultimate winner, Salvador Sobral. And there could only be one ballad of the year. Do you know what I mean? And that year it was definitely Salvador. So it's not a knock against Norma John. It was just unfortunate circumstances for them. I think in any other year they would have made the final. Maybe even in the other semi they would have made the final. It's upsetting because that was so good.
But you know what? I love this spirit of continuity. They've teamed up with Kaja Moss for this kicking single, haven't they?
Wild Eyes.
Oh,
that was gorgeous. I loved that. Very nice people.
No, absolutely.
And Lassa's hot. And so is Lena. She's gorgeous too.
Oh, stunning.
But I swing more Lassa than Norma. Anyway, you get the point. All right.
In terms of slowing things down.
Don't stab me in the eye.
Sorry, honey, but I gotta talk to Pernilla Carlson.
Girl, let's have a fika with Pernilla. Because she, of course, was singing in Swedish with her song När jag blundar. What was it?
Jag still chill.
I thought it was more like... Oh, that's Ellie Goulding. Give it up. How does it go? Wait, let's listen. Beautiful song, but boring as hell. I'm sorry. Beautiful song, just so boring. I actually did a post on wiwibloggs. I think it was called 10 Songs That Put Me to Sleep or something. This was years ago. Beautiful, it didn't work. But what we love, and this video is positive, is that they go for it. They sang in Swedish twice, I believe, and it didn't work.
Well, with Bert, who came dead last in his year. I mean, Swedish hasn't really worked for them.
No, it really hasn't. Even though, of course, Krista Siegfrids, her native language is Swedish, but she sang in English with Marry Me.
But then she did Faller in Swedish. And
yeah. Okay, so look, we're going to close point 7. Point 7 is they've sung in Swedish and it didn't work, but we appreciate them for trying. Point 8, Devin.
Marry me, honey, but you are already married.
Yes, and I have me some same-sex kisses, and so did Krista Siegfrids. She got involved in UMK before same-sex marriage was legal in Finland. There was a movement to make it legal. She goes to Eurovision. She has this song, there's no gender. There are no pronouns with gender the whole time. And then at the end...
She's really clever and quite difficult to write.
So you think she's singing about a dude when she sang Marry Me. But who does she kiss at the end?
A girl.
Yes! A woman in Las Vegas.
Inspired by Tattoo 2004, but taking things much further.
Yeah, because Tattoo was that whole faux lesbian, we're doing this to be rebellious. Krista was just showing a same-sex scenario in a very wholesome, calm, day-to-day setting. It normalized, to use one of those words, what people consider the other or weird or freakish, which is bold.
And it campaigned for equal marriage in Finland, because at the time, one of the things she said was that, you know, she wrote that song because she was really upset that she could get married. You know, her boyfriend had proposed to her at that point, but actually there's a large cross-section of people in her country that couldn't get married because gay marriage was not legal in Finland. And nobody knew that.
Nobody knew, because we just thought, oh, Finland's so progressive, always ahead of the curve. She was one of the first interviews I ever did. Actually, if you watch our Eurovision in Concert 2013 video playlist, the interview, she's great. The lighting's horrible. I'm horrible. Anyways, things have come along.
She's great.
Yeah.
Oh, we love her. Sure. We love her.
In any case, ding dong, ding dong. Oh! We're moving on to point number 9. By the way, we should point out this post comes from Antranik Shokayan, our Armenian correspondent down under in Australia.
Amazing.
Loving him. Nice to meet you a few months ago, hunty. All right. Point number 9. Well, damn. It's also Krista Siegfrids. She is such a talented woman. She hosts Uuden Musiikan Kilpailu, where she has for the past 2 years, I believe.
Yeah.
And both times she has absolutely smashed it. She has made a name for Finnish artists in Sweden's Melody Festival, and she took that Eurovision torch and she has run with it. She's not afraid of coming from Eurovision. She's not embarrassed by coming from Eurovision. She loves Eurovision, and she's a great ambassador for her country and for the cause.
I kind of feel like if Finland ever wins, surely she must be considered as a host for you.
She has to host.
She has to host.
Her and Mikko Sivonen, whose name I can't pronounce, they would be amazing. They are amazing. They did a great job at Uuden Musiikan Kilpailu. You know what? Mel C was at UMK this year.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see Krista. Mel C was great, by the way. Don't get me wrong. But it was all about Krista. She has this beauty that is global. It's a global beauty.
She's stunning.
She could be a top model in America, in Brazil, in Australia. And
one of the nicest things she did for us, I mean, you couldn't come in the end, I went with Bernardo, was when she invited us to the Finnish ambassador's house and
so
said,
lovely.
Oh, come with us. You know, she was like, oh, come with me. I'm performing for the ambassador. I was like, I'm not missing that.
I had to work on a website, which is why we have these videos going up and why you get invited to parties. So I couldn't make it. In any case.
You are so shady.
I'm not shady.
You are shady.
I'm not shady. I love her. But look, final point, number 10.
Yeah.
From one LGBT icon to another, our 10th reason we love Finland starts with a P.
I ain't scared no more, honey.
Perseverance, Saara Aalto.
I ain't scared no more.
Uuden Musiikan Kilpailu has created this pipeline of really talented artists who then go on to do other great things. Satin Circus, fantastic. Siru, loved learning about her music. Saara Aalto, she came second 2 or 3 times? 2 times?
Absolutely.
No Fear.
No Fear.
Blessed by Love.
Can we just even talk about No Fear?
The staging was great.
Oh.
It was so over the top. But it's good that she didn't win with that. Because instead of, going to Eurovision, she ends up going to X Factor, which launches her career in a whole new direction.
Yeah. Queens, Domino. Sing it away!
That's Sandhya.
I know, but it's Finland.
Oh yeah, UMK. Yeah.
It's Finland.
What I loved about Saara Aalto is that she was by far the most out female contestant we've ever had at Eurovision. I'm talking sexuality here, people. Her song could have been read as a love letter to the LGBT community, to looking within, having a self-reckoning. It's just, she's great. She can sing.
And she's
got a point of view.
And she loves you, honey.
Oh, and I love her.
She loves you. We were recently at her concert at the Royal Botanical Gardens.
Steps, yeah.
And William and I were positioned differently so that we can catch different angles of filming. And she saw me and she said, "Hi, wiwibloggs." And then later on, when we went to interview her, she was like, "William, I was looking for you."
It was really sweet. I was way up in the back because I arrived late, so I filmed from a different vantage point, and so that was quite sweet that she was even looking. She's a nice woman. I just feel like she listens because sometimes when you interview people, they're not listening, they're just kind of on autopilot, but she really listens and she's thoughtful, and I think she does have a particular affection for her LGBT fans. It's not fake. She's actually a nice person. And sometimes, it was interesting on X Factor, people said, oh, she's arrogant, and...
What?
No, this was the whole drama initially. And why she kept getting the bottom 2, people were...
Do they even know her?
I think it's a cultural thing. I think sometimes people can't read Finnish people, and like because we spend a lot of time around Finnish people, I think we get it.
All right.
We understand how they like emote. It's in a slightly different way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, it's
true. It's a slightly different way.
Robin Bingson had so many problems. People said, "Oh, like,
Swedish."
Yeah.
Like, it translates there too. But he's a nice guy.
But he's a super nice guy.
But people read him as arrogant and robotic,
Yeah.
and he's not like that at all.
No.
It's curious, but anyways, I'm glad she slayed X Factor. And some people are only nice to you if you're doing things for them. She invited us to her concert out of the blue. You know what I mean?
Completely.
She's
She actually
so
gave
nice.
us a choice of dates and said, which one do you want to come to? And we said,
Just really nice.
Yeah.
Like,
really nice.
just little touches like that. It's class act. And also, I like her girlfriend Mary.
And when you went to Capital Radio, she like pulled you out. When I went to Manchester Pride, she pulled me. I mean, like she remembers people.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And that's a rare quality.
It's rare. Because she sees thousands of people every single day. And it's like, but then she tries to process it all. And yeah, it comes from within. Anyway, it's the Finnish quality. Actually, all the Finns we've encountered, we've not had a bad experience. Sandhya, I loved Sandhya. She's hilarious.
Yeah, oh God.
Our interview at Israel Calling. Crack that coconut honey. She is just, they're all just so sweet. In any case, final shout out to Terry Norvasto. I always mispronounce the last name. The head of delegation Finland. Lovely.
Can I add
Lovely!
Can I add one more point to Antranik Shakayan's list?
Yeah.
Can I make it 11?
Yes.
Now, I think that no other country but Finland has the bravery to put on a homecoming entry. But basically, when Finland won in 2007, Hannah was representing the song Parkkinen. Leave Me Alone. Can I just read out the lyrics to you?
Oh, honey, read it to me.
Leave me alone. I want to go home. I don't want to see you, so leave me alone. Leave me alone, because I feel like...
Where? I feel like dying.
I'd be like, who does that?
Girl's crazy. Welcome to Finland.
The day will come when I see you
Crying! Because we're gonna let you back in. No. They're amazing. I hope Finland wins very, very soon. In any case, that's 11 reasons why we love Finland at Eurovision. Why do you love Finland? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And be sure to follow our journey to Israel. It's getting closer and closer, I
It really
feel.
is. It just speeds by. The summer speeds by. You wake up, it's time for Eurovision.
Absolutely. And we're on Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, YouTube, Tumblr, Facebook.
All of that stuff. We're running towards Uudensmuskan Kilpailu 2019, and we will see
you
later. Bye!